I just want to get your opinion, Mitesh, on NMDC as well as Sesa Sterlite.
See, both these stocks have been kind of weak. While Sesa Sterlite has corrected from levels of 200 plus to about levels of 172, 173, which are strong support areas. It can bounce back to about levels of 185, 190, but I would again be, looking at exporting short positions over there. So if somebody wants to trade, I think for the timing, trade long with a stop below 175 for a very short target of 185 plus. But I think around those levels, my belief is that the stock will face strong supply.
Well, where is Bata? Where is Jubilant Foodworks? Let's not miss on TK Prestige, consumer names, brand owners. They have surely rediscovered a lot of momentum. See, Bata is not cracking even after the extraordinary run-up. Jubilant is an expensive stock, but it is still holding above 1300. TTK Prestige numbers were bad. A lot of problems in the Strait of Tamil Nadu for that company. Margins were not that strong. Q2 numbers were way below street estimates, but the stock actually seems to be bouncing back. Mitesh, Bata we know is in some kind of an uptrend, but how would you judge TTK Prestige based on this week's price action?
Nikunj, I think that's a very different case for TTK. I think the stock kind of peaked out around levels of 3800, 3750, 3800. I think that's the area where we have seen multiple tops emerge in the last 1.5 years. I think there are 5 or 6 instances when price rallies have ended over there, while 3150 to about 3200 have been strong bottoming areas. So it's making a nice sideways channel. That's the base. I think typically if the consolidation breaks on the upside, you will see a strong uptrend evolve. So I think now I would touch TTK only beyond 3850, 3900 levels and look for a minimum rally to about 45, 4600, possibly even higher levels. But that's the area when you would take a trading bet or wait for the stock to trade around the lower end of the range, which is around 3200, and then look for buy signals.
Ashwini, Nifty is off to a good start. How should one read into this sudden spurt in the Nifty?
Well, we were doing a 6000, 6100 type of range. You could, plus minus 20 points, maybe 6030, 6130. So the moment we broke out of those 61, 20, 30 zones, there's been some sort of short covering that has come in. And maybe this opens up the doors for 6220 over the day. But I think still the broader range of 6000, 6300 continues, and you're just getting some flurry. And that's what I keep saying, that these early morning flurries are not seeing follow through. So by the end of the day, you could be back closer to 6120. That shouldn't be surprising. So the right way to do it is to try to play the mid-cap stocks which show a bit more sustainable trend.
Okay, fair enough. Ashwini, in that light, what would be your strategies post-opening?
Well, PFC is a buy with a stop of 149, target of 162. REC is a buy with a stop of 218, a target of 232. Cipla is a buy with a stop of 380, target of 405. Aurobindo Pharma is a buy with a stop of 290, target of 306. And Tata Communication is a buy with a stop of 287, target of 305.
Shopper stop, that's a big move coming in for that stock in the session. Even volume participation has been fairly strong. That's 9.5% at 351. You're looking at Sterlite Technologies also picking it up in the session. Jubilant Life Sciences up about 7% in trade. Torrent Power, again, up 4%. Any of these stocks that you like, Ashwini?
Well, Torrent Power seems to be an extremely strong stock, and chances are that we could see levels closer to 155, 160 on Torrent Power. Similarly, a lot of mid-cap stocks which are showing strength, things like Tata Elxsi, post a correction, we could see levels closer to 400 on Tata Elxsi. Shopper stop, probably early days right now, a bit short on volume, but that's maybe trying to make a bottom more than showing any kind of trend. I think Rallis is another one that I mentioned in the morning. So a lot of agri themes are playing well, BASF, Rallis, Coromandel. That's the kind of mid-caps I'd be looking at.
Okay, now the difference between yesterday and today is that today IT stocks are participating and IT stocks are chipping in very smartly. So TCS is wide up there. price action in HCL Tech is quite constructive, and there is decent price action even in Infosys. So far, IT has not participated. It's only banks, capital goods, autos which have led the rally, which have led the decline. But IT is fundamentally a very strong sector. And for markets to go up, you need some fundamental force. And Mitesh, for a change, maybe early days, but IT is looking stable.
I would agree. In fact, I think, I was just looking at the chart of HCL Technologies, and we are seeing some intraday buy signals coming in over there. I would even attempt a long trade with a stop below 1060 for targets around 1130. I think, very clearly it's kind of sustained, and it's while the sector has been in a limbo, if you are taking a very trading outlook for the last few days, I think it's now showing a spark on the upside. So maybe it will have not the biggest or not the strongest of the rallies, in the sense that it might not outperform the markets broadly, but it will inch up and move slowly, which will support the overall indices.